wanted to talk about Kevin Durant a little bit today. When I watch, sports, I'm a very realistic-minded kind of person, man. Like, only one team can win an NBA championship. Only one team.
Yeah, 30.
It's 30? Now, where did I get 32 from?
That's the expansion. The expansion come is 32.
Am I thinking that?
That's what they're trying to improve. They're gonna add two
So
more.
do a quick little favor. I'm gonna teach you guys some quick math, right? How we calculate percentages when we look at something. So what is 1 divided by 30? A 3% chance of winning an NBA championship. Only one team can do it. 15 spots, 30 teams. So if you do 3 times 15, what's 3 times 15? 45, right? Perfect. So it's what, 450 spots then on an NBA team? So the fact that you make it to the NBA regardless, even if the math is off, it's close enough. The fact that you make it to an NBA team, I will never discount that. Like, dude, the level it takes to get there. Shout out to him. Never gonna be a hater on that. Statistically, you got a 3% chance of your team winning it. And it is what it is. So now we can talk about Kevin Durant. Let's just look at his accolades real quick. Let's make sure we get a chance to highlight that, because he's a Hall of Fame player. He's going into the NBA Hall of Fame, first ballot for sure. Was a 2-time NBA champion, 2-time Finals MVP,
1-time MVP, season MVP. He got 4 scoring titles, 15 All-Star selections, 11 All-NBA selections, including the first and second. Rookie of the Year 2008.
He really did win that.
2 All-Star MVPs, and he got 2 Magic Johnson.
And he's 8th all time in scoring right now or something like that?
8th all time scoring.
That boy bucket.
But that's where it goes down to me.
So right now, Kevin Durant is a Hall of Fame player. The numbers say it, the accolades say it. Man, shout out to Kevin Durant for making it this long in the NBA. Again, 3% chance of winning championship. He did it twice. So you cannot discredit that. 2-time Finals MVP too on top of that. And he was a regular season MVP, man. Amazing career. Shout out to him with that. The reason why I wanted to kind of talk about Kevin Durant a little bit was I use the word legacy a little bit, but I don't want to use it too tight. I just wanted to kind of look at it from my perspective when I think about Kevin Durant a little bit. And I'm only doing this is because the level of attention that players like LeBron and Michael Jordan get and like Kobe Bryant get. So that's the reason why I'm doing it. Other than that, bro played an amazing career. What I wanted to talk about, something I think should get said a little bit more, is if we're going to stick to winning, what did the team look like a few seasons before somebody like Kevin Durant got there, and how did they look like after he left? To really show and be honest about his true impact on the court, because I kind of got a slightly interesting perspective when I look at his impact on the court. But if you could, let's start with the Seattle Supersonics, who they transitioned from Seattle to Oklahoma City Thunder. So what was the winning percentage out of for the Seattle the 2 or 3 seasons before Kevin Durant got there? What was it?
Before he got there, it's 63%.
They won 63% of their games. That's solid, man. That's good. That's a playoff. That's playoffs right there.
Then it dropped to 42%.
Yeah, that's definitely not.
Then it dropped again to 37%.
Yeah, that's lottery, and that's why he got picked where he got picked.
That's why he picked him, and then he picked Westbrook.
Yeah, Westbrook.
Back to back.
What, Jeff Green was in that draft?
Jeff Green got picked with Durant.
Yeah, he got picked in that same. Oh, he got picked with Kevin Durant?
Yeah.
Man, you could do a whole nother video on that. James Harden came the year later or 2 years later. We can do a whole video on that. So, what was the win percentage when he got there?
When he got there, 58%.
Went to 58%. That's still solid. That's a playoff. You win the playoffs, or you're a playoff team winning 58% of your games. What did it look like the year he left?
He left. Went down slightly to 57.
Slightly. Like 0.8, 0.9, 0.7.
Then went up to 58.
Then it went up to 58%.
Then went up again to 59.
Went up again to 59. And then we got last season, they just won their first NBA championship, right? So just looking at the win percentage, everything that Kevin Durant has done amazingly for the Thunder, I'm going to say it, from my opinion, the Thunder were better after he left. And not only that, Russell Westbrook won an MVP the following year.
Yeah.
That's just how I'm just looking at it. And we talk about wins, what team is winning. They were a better team after he left. You know, they did have a small drought, but those 3 seasons after he left, they were still a good team. And then last year, they won the NBA championship. But he leaves Oklahoma, and then he goes to Golden State, right? So let's just take a look at Golden State's percentage. What are they looking like? Again, I'm trying to set you guys up to build this so you see the true perspective I'm getting at.
So it started with 72%.
Oh, shoot, that's a playoff team.
Then went up to 81.
You're definitely in a playoff team.
Then shot up to 89.
Yeah, you set a record, NBA regular season wins record, 89%. That was a 73-9 season, right? 73-9 season, I think so.
Yeah.
Close enough, right?
And that was it, yeah.
What was it? What percentage Kevin Durant got there?
74.
They were a worse win percentage team with Kevin Durant. But how many championships did he win with them?
2.
Got 2. Perfect. NBA Finals MVP, can't take that from him regardless. What was their record after he left? That's where I want to take a look at that.
So it goes shoots all the way down to 23.
Ooh, okay, your presence felt, big dog.
Then it bumps up to 54.
So 3 years after Kevin Durant leaves, they were not a better team. But what did they wind up doing after he leaves?
Won again.
They won another championship. So the namesake is to win the game, win the championship. The Thunder was still able to do it. The Warriors were still able to do it after he left. It is what it is. The Thunder, the Warriors were not a good team 3 years after he left. They weren't better without him for 3 years, but they still won an NBA championship.
Slight correct. He got 4 under him. 4 under Curry, 2 under Durant. Durant brought 2. Helped to get 2.
Yeah, he helped me get 2.
But they won 1 before him. They won a lot, but didn't win a lot of championships until Durant came and won back to back.
Okay.
So they, far as playoff wise, seems like playoff wise that it's beneficial for Kevin Durant.
And Kevin Durant tears his Achilles right against Toronto. Some people say I still think Toronto was gonna win. I just don't see. I didn't see Kawhi Leonard. I just think Kawhi Leonard was gonna do something. The little
he might do
drop off. He was gonna do something. I don't care what nobody says.
The series wasn't getting down by the Warriors when he was playing, so it was like
I don't say it was gonna be that.
As soon as he got hurt, it just solidified Toronto winning it because it was already looking like they was about out of it anyways.
So he leaves to New Jersey. So what was their win percentage the 3 seasons before?
So 24.
Terrible.
Jumped to 34.
God, lottery. They lottery all 3 years, dog. What was it when he got there?
65.
Dang, that's a playoff team, boy. That is Eastern Conference Finals.
So he doubled it. He doubled it.
Very much felt his impact. That team also had Kyrie Irving, DeAndre Jordan, and James Harden, though. Definitely had those. That team was pretty well stacked and laced. And if you want to talk about like a big 3 or a better overall better team, that team probably better on paper than the Miami Heat were.
And you get one more player too that was kind of pivotal when he first came there, but I guess injuries kind of kept him out. But Marcus Aldridge was there.
Yeah, he had the heart. He was having a heart problem.
Yeah,
Then he retired and come back. I think he had to retire.
He stopped playing, then came back, but then he ended up just retiring when he did come at the second stint. So it was just.
So, what was their record after he left?
So it goes down to 18%, then 39. Dang. Nothing.
Dang. So this is the one team so far that he made them better. Or they won more games with him, and they dang sure win more without him, and they did not win NBA championship. So then he goes to Phoenix. So what's Phoenix looking like?
They went up to 70.
That's a playoff team. Was that the year they went to the finals with I think that's probably the year they went to the finals with the
last year,
Milwaukee.
70. It was 78.
78, that's probably the one with Chris Paul,
Yeah.
DeAndre Ayton.
Oh no, it could have been 70. Could have been there, and then 78 was the one they lost to.
Dallas?
They got slapped, but they got slapped by there. They got slapped by this. Dallas came and slapped them. In the
So
final.
them last 2 years, 70+%. What was the win percentage with him when they made that big blockbuster mid-season trade?
62.
That's solid. But they again, just focus on win percentage. They were not better with him. What was their win percentage after he left?
Nothing.
Because guess what I'm going to tell y'all? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say this straight up. The Suns is going to the playoffs.
Without him?
Without him. They're going to the playoffs.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, they're going to the playoffs. Trust me. They're going to the playoffs. I had all that build up because I wanted to make something very interesting, and I might do something later just to kind of so you can see my perspective. Kevin Durant is a great player, but one thing that people are not saying that I think needs to be said a little more, if we want to talk sports that way, is I just don't really ever see him making the team that much better outside of the New Jersey Nets. Again, we just talking about winning the game, winning a championship. He is not as impactful as I guess the perceptions out there for him. I just do not see it. I'm serious. Like, he's, again, great player. I just don't think he's that impactful, man. It's at all. Like, at all. He wanted to with Golden State, but they already were a championship team before he got there. They already had a great formula system.
An established core.
That Mark Jackson already was setting up, putting it together.
And the dynamics of him with the Warriors was he didn't mess up that dynamic because he signed with the Warriors. Never was a trade. So when he chose to go to war, he signed with them, so they didn't have to lose nobody. The last two teams, they had to kind of create a team around him. And there ain't no equation where you can build a team around Durant.
He's a great player, guys. Kevin Durant's just not that impactful. Unfortunately, just looking at the straight-up stats, win percentage, championships, the team still won after he left, which can happen. But a 3% chance, this dude is 2 for 3. So 2 of the teams he went to won a championship after he left. Think about that statistically. Nothing against the guy, Hall of Fame player. But one thing that we need to start being just honest in the conversation, he gets a lot of covering, and I hate to say it because it's LeBron James. Because of LeBron James, he gets a lot of covering, and they don't really critique him as crazily because a lot of the critique goes to LeBron. Yeah. But we got to be honest. He is like the pure definition of that lone wolf guy. You know the guy in the wreck who be balling, but sometimes the team lose, and you always pick him up, but he balling. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know y'all play pickup game. You got a couple of those guys who are like really good, but they team to lose half of the time. Sometimes they get on good win streaks. They're good players, but their game does not translate to their team being better. In my personal opinion, I just have to put Kevin Durant in that category. And this is something I told him about. I thought about actually trying to go back, and I want to actually show. I don't really need to do like the last 2 minutes of that Thunder's run when they lost to the Mavericks both times and when they lost to Miami NBA Finals. Like I'm gonna sit down and just kind of show y'all an in-depth look at it of how I see this, of like where his impact was pretty minimal.
When he made that team with trying to combine with Booker, and I think it just wasn't a fit. It wasn't a good fit with him, Booker, and Chris Paul. It wasn't a good fit. And then after Chris Paul,
if LeBron would have went to that Thunder's that Suns team,
they would have been a fit.
They would have been in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I hate to use LeBron unfairly, but I'm just being honest from my perspective, how I see it. The play style of LeBron, he is more impactful to a team than Kevin Durant is. It is what it is. That does not take away from Kevin Durant, the player. He does not significantly benefit the teams he goes to when you look at it as an overall judgment. Only one team so far significantly benefited from him, and that was the New Jersey Nets. So the fact that he got this trade to Houston, I'm going to make a bold prediction, and I will say that the Houston Rockets will probably only get 35 games.
Nah. They ain't lose too much acquiring him. They upgraded with Dylan Brooks to Kevin Durant. And all you did was just...
But Dylan Brooks was kind of impactful, low-key.
Yeah, defensive-wise and offensively.
And he got in their heads, which plays a good part, too.
But that's because Jalen Green was not consistent, which made Dylan Brooks look even better.
So I'm going to say it again. 35 wins. High end, they win 40. They win 42. Just so you guys can see, that's how I see it. Now, if they play better, shout out to it. I'm just saying, based on what I'm looking at, I just don't see them being that significantly better with him. How many games they won? They were a playoff team the year before. They still might make the playoffs.
This is the first time they made the playoffs.
In a minute.
And they were top 2. You know what I'm saying? I think that, think about what they had. Dylan Brooks, Jalen Green. 2 players they got rid of for Kevin Durant. So it's like... You put them together.
I guess I'll be a little more fair. I say 43 wins. 43 wins.
You had
with Kevin Durant.
You had inconsistency with one guy as your main offensive juggernaut, where Jalen Green was inconsistent all year.
40. I say they get 43. 35 to 43. That's gonna be their window of success. Because Kevin Durant is a good player. He's just not that impactful. The team has to already be good for his impact.
They're good. That's what I'm saying.
They were a solid team.
They're a 50-ball team.
Okay, that's 41 wins. I gave 40. I said 43.
50 the least.
You said they're going to win 50 games?
At least. That's the minimum, 50.
We're going to see who right. I say 45 max. I give them 43 wins this year. I should say 45. And I say they win 45 games.
I might say this. I think this team might be better established than the Warriors were when he first came to
So you're saying this is going to be the team where he really shows true impact.
It's gonna be this only team left that's he gonna show he can impact. Like really, this is him. This right here gonna be the final legs of him, the Rockets. Cause this team is set up to where if he just play his game. And it's what they need. They need somebody that can be consistent. And Durant's a consistent 26 a night. They ain't had that.
LeBron James will take that team to the Western Conference Finals.
He'll take him to the finals.
Kevin Durant, they may get 45 wins. Kevin Durant is a Hall of Fame player with no aura. So like he ain't got no aura, dog. He ain't got none, man. Y'all let us know what y'all think. Y'all let us know. Do y'all see my perspective at least a little bit? Y'all kind of see where I'm coming from. Again, Kevin Durant's a Hall of Fame player. First ballot, we're not taking none of that. Me personally, straight up, I'm not taking away. I'm just saying he's just not that impactful on a team, except for the New Jersey Nets. But that team on New Jersey Nets had Kyrie Irving and James Harden.
And Ben Simmons.
Does this affect his legacy?
Shout to Ben 10.
That was his goal. Yeah. Y'all let us know what y'all think, man. But hey, look, man. Kevin Durant, Hall of Fame guy.
Incredible opportunity. Durant for 3. It's good. Kevin Durant from downtown. And Golden State takes the lead. Kevin Durant, though, so gifted, comes down and just pulls up and knocks it in. But at the other end, they had to get the 2-for-1, and then they had to foul the moment.